How cast aluminum engine blocks are made, a comprehensive guide. The engine blocks might not sound like they are an essential part of an automobile, but they have a lot of significance to offer. These engine blocks are the basic structure that gives space to the engine cylinders, followed by the exhaustion process so that the engine may work efficiently. Engine block houses many parts, so it is essential to ensure better combustion and stable passage for the coolant is present inside them, so that the engine doesn't heat up. Engine blocks can be manufactured using varying materials. However, modern engines use aluminum or its alloys due to the benefits it offers for the engine's working. In this guide below, you will learn many things about the aluminum engine block, including its working and advantages. So let's take a look. What is an engine block? The engine block is one of the main components of automobiles, where the block kind of structure houses the cylinder and sleeves for it, which acts as coolant passages. Modern engines now have multiple cylinders housed in one block. Previously, individual cylinders were housed in different castings. The function of an engine block is that it supports all the engine components, and it helps transfer the heat to the engine's coolant. Engine blocks are manufactured with cast iron and aluminum. However, aluminum is one of the finest materials to opt for. Due to its exceptional properties, it is suitable for application in the engine and its cylinders. Fundamental requirements of an engine block. The engine block holds the important component of a vehicle, which is the engine. Hence, it is imperative to ensure that it meets specific requirements. The cast aluminum engines are therefore chosen because they have multiple benefits. The major requirement is material, and then comes the process through which the engine block will be manufactured. Material consideration. The material manufacturing the engine block must allow the heat to dissipate and simultaneously withstand high temperatures. Also, the engine running condition comprises vibrations. The material must handle it all without wear and tear. Tooling consideration. In most cases, the tooling method used is sand casting to manufacture a cast aluminum engine block. However, one of the crucial considerations in this tooling method is the sand-based mold created first with the mixture of clay, water, and sand. How are aluminum blocks manufactured? In manufacturing cast aluminum engine blocks, there is a need first to manufacture the sand-based mold. By machining, a pattern for the sand mold is created using either aluminum or wood. The created pattern is then kept on the base of wood or a frame made with metal, and the sand mixture is poured into it. The next step is releasing the air bubbles, which is done through vibration. A core is created, which is space to allow water jackets to surround the cylinder, and the core is then painted to seal the gas that can be formed in the core during the casting process. Rods of aluminum are also reinforced to add more strength to the core, and then the water jacket and molds for the cylinder are arranged in one more extensive mold to make it one component. Once the sand mold is ready, aluminum is heated and poured in the mold. The aluminum, upon solidification, takes the shape of the created core, and once it solidifies, it is removed from the mold. However, sand casting leaves roughness on the surface. Therefore, the engine block is subjected to further finishing to have accurate dimensions, and the roughness of the surface is eliminated. Hence, the most critical step in the casting process of the aluminum engine block is creating the mold. If the molds are accurately created, the engine block is just adding the molten metal into the mold and removing it upon solidification. Why choose aluminum for engine blocks? Aluminum is considered to be the accurate metal for manufacturing engine blocks, and the reason for this perfection is provided below. Lesser weight. Aluminum casting produces several engine components, including cylinder blocks, engine blocks, cylinder heads, etc. Such components can be manufactured using various other metals. However, aluminum is considered an ideal choice due to its lighter weight, allowing for a lower vehicle weight followed by efficient operation. Excellent conductivity. Compared to other materials, aluminum can transfer heat in a better way. Since engines release a lot of heat, aluminum ensures consistent cooling is also carried out. Easy to repair. Previously, it was impossible to repair when engine blocks were not manufactured with aluminum. However, repairing the aluminum engine block is now possible and a straightforward task. Essential considerations for manufacturing aluminum engine blocks. To ensure that the quality of the aluminum engine blocks is up to the mark, some important considerations need to be taken in the manufacturing process of the sand casting mold as well as the engine block. These are discussed below. The sand mold must be strong enough to maintain its shape when molten aluminum is poured into it. Sand mold will be a one-time creation. Hence, the sand mold must be capable of being used again. The mold should be capable of resisting any deformity that may be caused when molten aluminum is added to the mold. The casting process should be carried out during the thermal conditions suitable for the process to ensure the cooling rate is the same for the different areas of the block. The automobile industry is highly dependent on cast aluminum engine blocks, and it is equally essential for the manufacturers of the vehicles to choose this engine block carefully. Cast aluminum engine blocks are not only suitable for vehicles just because of their light weight, but their excellent electrical and thermal conductivity ensures lesser wear and tear on vehicles and other associated components. Sunrise Metal has been in the field of manufacturing these aluminum-based engine blocks for the past many years. Hence, choosing us will give you the advantage of making the most of our experience, which will be reflected in your projects.